Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode on Kristie versus Kitchen. In today's episode, I am going to be trying my very first Buzzfeed recipes, and I'm going to be trying their 2-ingredient recipe hacks. Now, when you look at recipes on the internet, sometimes the recipes will look better than they actually taste. So I'm really excited today to try 4 of Buzzfeed's 2-ingredient recipes. The first one we're going to make is strawberry sorbet, then we are going to make flatbread, and then we are going to make a chocolate cake, and we're also going to attempt to make mozzarella sticks. I'm really looking forward to seeing if they are, 1, going to taste as good as they look, and 2, if they're actually as easy as they claim to be. Now, when I say all of those things, you gotta think like, how can it only be 2 ingredients? Well, today we're gonna find out. So on your mark, get set, let's bake. The first recipe that we are going to be trying only calls for 2 ingredients. We are going to be making the strawberry sorbet. So what you need is a pound of strawberries and you need some honey. What we're gonna do is we are going to add the strawberries into the food processor, which I have never used before. And then we are going to add a 1/4 cup of honey. Now we're just gonna food process, and that should be it. Looks really good. I'm gonna place this in a food prep container and then we're gonna put it back in the freezer. Definitely looks like sorbet. All right. So the next one we are going to do is the flatbread. Now this flatbread is very versatile, and I wanted to make these recipes because I know the Super Bowl is coming up and sometimes we just want like super easy like little appetizers we can make. So this dough is 2 ingredients. It's flour and Greek yogurt, and it looks pretty versatile. So you can make it a flatbread and do garlic bread, or you can make little pizzas. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a flatbread, and then I'm also going to take half of the dough and try to make little pretzels. So we'll see how they turn out. And it's literally just equal parts Greek yogurt and flour. So it's 1 cup of Greek yogurt and 1 cup of flour. That's it. This is by far the easiest dough I've done on this channel. I'm actually just gonna hand mix the rest of this. And this recipe says that you just hand mix it. Like you don't even need a stand mixer. So this is a very, very easy dough. Look how nice that is. Okay, so now we're just gonna kind of knead it just a little bit. Now we are going to divide it in half. Divide it in half again. Now I'm gonna heat up the cast iron skillet because we're not gonna cook it with any oil. We're just gonna warm it up on both sides. A good old rolling pin. So what I liked about this recipe was that you can, you know, make it into pita bread, dip it with hummus. You could, you know, make it into, you know, pizza if you wanted to. So this is a very versatile little recipe. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it in over here. Do you see how it's starting to bubble? That's amazing, it's working. You guys, the pita bread is actually turning out. That's an incredible hack. Incredible hack. So now what I want to do with this dough is I want to try to make mini pretzels. I've looked ahead at recipes when it comes to making pretzels and you bake it, but with this recipe, I want to see if I can air fry it. We're just using the base for 2 ingredients, but what I'll do for the actual pretzels is do an egg wash on top and then sprinkle some salt. So technically 4 ingredients, but like seriously, not that big of a dough. So I'm just rolling these out and then I'm gonna shape them into pretzels. And like seriously, who doesn't love pretzels at a Super Bowl? Who doesn't love pretzels? So for the egg wash, what we're gonna do is just beat 1 egg and then just brush it on top. I originally was not gonna do these recipes today. I was actually going to do a mall style pretzel, like a big pretzel. So if you guys want to see me attempt to make a giant pretzel, you gotta let me know down below. See you guys in just a minute. I'm gonna check those in 4 minutes because I have no idea when they're gonna be done. All right, 2 recipes down. I feel like we're on a roll. All right, while that's baking, we are gonna move on to the next bake, which we are going to make 2 ingredient mozzarella sticks. What we're gonna need is egg roll wraps and mozzarella sticks. So, string cheese. I love the simplicity of this. So what we're gonna do is wrap the string cheese in a wrap, and we're just gonna fry it, and I'll even attempt to air fry just to see which one comes out better. If I can get this open. Okay, so I've never worked with these before, but it's like the perfect size for a string cheese. So we're just going to unwrap these. We're gonna stick that there, then we're just gonna roll it. I'm actually gonna pinch the sides and corner them in. Egg. Roll it up, close it up. Our pretzels are done. Let's check on them. I have it on the bake setting at 375. They're not quite done, so I'm gonna give them another 5 minutes. Now I'm just gonna heat up some oil. Okay, the pretzels turned out absolutely adorable. I cannot wait to try this. It's really hot, so I'm gonna put that down. So now we are going to go ahead and deep fry the mozzarella sticks, and I'm also going to air fry one just to see which one turns out a little bit better. Wah, wah. You guys always ask me on the air frying, and I tried it and it was an epic fail, so it's going in the oil. Okay, the mozzarella sticks, they turned out beautiful. So I'm really excited to see if they're gonna have that cheese pull. I'm so blown away. All of these recipes have turned out amazing so far, at least looking. We'll see how they taste at the very end. So the last thing I am going to make is the chocolate cake. So all we're gonna need are semi-sweet chocolate chips and 4 eggs. Just kidding, we don't have semi-sweet. We are going to be using milk chocolate, which I think is gonna taste better. Now we're just gonna microwave these. So now that's cooking, we are going to crack 4 eggs, and we're gonna separate the yolks and the egg whites. Oh yeah, so melty, melty. Okay, now we're gonna add the egg yolks one at a time. Now we are going to meringue these little babies. Okay, I've never done this before, so here we go. We've made magic. Look. What? That's really cool. So now we're going to take half of that and mix it. We're just gonna mix it in slowly. Wow, this batter is like super light and fluffy. It's so springy. Like, that is so brilliant. Okay, now we are just going to pour it into this cake pan, and then we are going to let it bake for 30 minutes. Okay, in the oven you go. So while that's baking, I'm going to do a quick cleanup job, and I'm gonna get our little appetizers ready to try. I'm super excited for this. I'm literally blown away. All right, you guys, we are back. The cake looks actually pretty good. It smells very chocolatey. Everything turned out absolutely amazing today. I am incredibly blown away with the simplicity of all of this from start to finish. I'm definitely going to keep these recipes in mind. So I'm really excited to get started to taste this. So the first thing that I've really been excited to taste is this pita bread. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I just wanna taste it as is. This would be really good with hummus. It needs salt. I'm actually curious because the recipe says to make it into something else. So I'm just gonna melt a little bit of cheese on one of these and then try it again. A little salt. So you can totally make this into like cheesy bread. A little black pepper. All right, let's try this again. Much, much better. What I recommend if you're gonna make this into pita bread, don't do it solo. Make sure to pair it with something, but really good. I like that a lot. So the next thing I wanted to try were the mozzarella sticks. These came out surprisingly absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna get close so we can like get a cheese pull shot. Are you guys ready for this? Ooh. That's incredible. So let's go ahead and I just have like some marinara. So let's just dip it how it's supposed to dip. Okay, now this is impressive. Oh my gosh. That's probably one of the best hacks I've ever heard of for mozzarella sticks. Now the next one, I am so happy and impressed with these little pretzels. I'm gonna try it as is. It's good. It'd be better dipped in nacho cheese. I do. That's a winner. Oh my gosh. So good. I'm blown away, blown away. Okay, next, I'm really excited to try this sorbet and I want to try it before it melts. That's delicious. This is really good. Super smooth, very, oh, it's good. Okay, what I am most excited about is trying this chocolate cake that is literally just egg and chocolate chips. So let's give this a try. Okay, so far it actually looks pretty good. It kind of looks more like a brownie to me, so let's just try it and see. Okay, it's not bad. It's actually, I mean, like it'd be good like if you topped like some vanilla ice cream on it and that type of stuff. For only being 2 ingredients, it's incredible. But it'd be really good with some frosting on top. Hands down, one of the easiest and most successful bakes we have had on this channel. I highly recommend giving all of these recipes a try, especially if you are low on time and you just need to whip up something quick. I would have to say the mozzarella sticks is probably the most genius, but I love that the breading for the pita and the pretzel, it's very, very versatile. Like I said, you could make garlic bread or pizza, super, super easy. Strawberries and honey, most people have strawberries and honey at their house. Okay, so that's like simple, easy sorbet. And this, it's pretty genius. Like this has been absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for joining me on another episode of Kristie versus Kitchen. Please let me know down below with what you'd like to see next. If you like me doing this test kitchen where I'm testing BuzzFeed tasty recipes, please let me know down below because I had an absolute blast with this. If you liked this video, please make sure to like it, subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.